friends, I'm so glad that you are joining me today. Well, we're starting a new series. We're going to start the life of Moses. And Moses had the most adventurous life starting out when he was born. Right from the very beginning, his life was full of adventure. I have a question for you. Who takes care of you? Do your mom and dad take care of you? Grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, family, friends? Who takes care of you? You see, I bet you have more than one person in your life that helps take care of you. Because God places people in our lives so that we are taken care of, so that we have people to protect us and help us and to teach us. So let's read our Bible story today. We're going to read about baby Moses, and let's see who God placed in Moses' life to protect him. Today we're reading from the Spark Story Bible. Our Bible story is called Baby Moses. Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, was afraid. He was rich and powerful and scared. What could he be scared of? Well, strangely enough, Pharaoh was afraid. He was scared of God's people, the Hebrews. He thought there were too many of them, and he was afraid that they would try to become more powerful than he was. To make sure the Hebrews had no power, Pharaoh made them his slaves. He ordered them to work very hard. Even worse, he demanded that all of the Hebrew baby boys should be drowned in the Nile River. Because of this, God's people were terribly afraid too. Everyone in Egypt was afraid. During this fearful time, a baby was born to a Hebrew mother. She loved her baby boy, and of course, she wanted him to live. The baby's mother kept him safe by making a floating basket for him. She put her baby in the basket and then hid in the water and in the plants around the edge of the Nile River. The baby's big sister Miriam hid near the shore and watched over this basket. What happened next was really amazing. Pharaoh's daughter came down to the river to take a bath. She saw the basket among the water and plants and asked her servant to go get it. When she opened up the basket, she was surprised to see a baby boy crying. This must be one of the Hebrews' children, said Pharaoh's daughter. He's awfully cute. Wouldn't it be fun to keep him? Aha, thought Miriam. I can help her. Miriam bravely stepped out of her hiding place. I could probably find somebody to take care of that baby for you until he's a little older, she said. That would be perfect, said the Pharaoh's daughter. Miriam was excited to go tell her mother the news. The baby's mother took good care of him. When he was old enough, he went to live with Pharaoh's daughter. Miriam and her mother prayed he would be safe with her. I think I will name him Moses, the Pharaoh's daughter said, because I took him out of the river. Moses lived in Pharaoh's palace until he grew up to be a man. During that time, life became worse and worse for the Hebrews. Eventually, however, Moses helped free God's people so they could leave Egypt. Now there was something besides fear for God's people. There was hope. Do an experiment to see what kind of things float in the water. What would you build a floating basket out of? Wow, Miriam was a pretty good sister, wasn't she? Do you have somebody in your life, maybe a brother or a sister or a cousin that looks after you especially well? Make sure that you're safe at school or friends are nice to you. God places these people in our lives to help us feel safe and feel good. Would you like to do a craft with me? All you need is a piece of paper, any kind. It can even be scrap paper. Some scissors, we're gonna make a strip, some markers, and a piece of tape. Go gather that and I'll get my stuff ready for you. Okay, I have my piece of paper and I'm just going to cut off a strip of it. Just like that. Our story today tells us that God is placing people in our lives to take care of us. So I thought you could be one of those people that God put in somebody else's life. Who can you help take care of? Who can you do something good for? So we're going to make a promise. We're going to make a promise this week to somebody that we know. Maybe it's somebody in our family. Maybe it's somebody in our neighborhood. Maybe it's somebody that you know that you can do something for. So let's take a minute. What can we do to help others? Well, we can give hugs. We can open doors. We can help our family. We can set the table or clear off the table after we eat. We can put our dishes away. What can you do to help somebody that you know? Let's think about that. I'm going to think about mine and then I'm going to write it down on my strip. Did you think of a way that you could help somebody? I thought of a way. I can give my kids hugs. Because my kids sometimes need a hug from me so they feel loved and they feel safe. So write your promise that you're going to do one thing this week for somebody else and write it on your strip of paper. If you would like, you can decorate your paper. I'm going to put some hearts on mine, maybe some smiley faces. You can decorate that up. Then when you are finished, we're going to make it a bracelet. So I'm going to tape mine on. You might just need somebody to help you tape it on. So now I have my promise taped on my wrist. Now I can't read the whole thing because it overlapped on my wrist, but that's okay because I know what my promise is. And then when we do our promise, like when I go give all three of my kids a great big hug and tell them I love them, then I can rip off my bracelet because then I don't need that reminder again. Or you can keep it on and try to do it again the next day. Or take it off and make a new promise and a new bracelet every time you fulfill your promise for the week. Well, my friends, I am just so happy that you are here in Sunday school with me today, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.